We're live, cool. I'm playing Action Taimanin. Alright, cool. I've started recording. Alright, so before we get started, consider supporting my friend Taylor's GoFundMe where she protects her daughter from her ex-husband. If you'd like to learn more, or just simply help out by donating, just type this GoFundMe link into your web browser. Oh. Bless me. Yeah, okay. Let's play some Action Taimanin. There it is, because I played it yesterday. Oop. Yes? Okay. Whoa! They be sticking out like a sore thumb. Not gonna lie. That countdown sound effect sounded like something you'd hear like in like Mario Kart. Which, by the way, I am excited for Mario Kart World, which is funny because they have Mario Kart World Tour, which is on mobile phone. I like how Nintendo slowly... Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if that's accurate, more specifically. Nintendo's slowly inching into the gacha game scene. Like, I remember, if you guys remember, like, one of the Mario gacha games, other than Mario Kart World Tour, there was... What was it? Oh, Mario Jump or something like that? It was something like that. It was like Mario Jump. And it was literally just you tap so Mario could jump. And Mario would just auto-run. It was like the backdrop of like a new Super Mario Bros. 2, something with that aesthetic, and it was just Mario running, and you'd have to time the jumps. Which I think is pretty cool. Okay. ARA. Oh, I have exciting news, folks. I will be at WeebCon this weekend, so I will not be streaming Thursday through Sunday this week. Just thought I'd let you guys know. I will not be streaming Thursday through Sunday this week because... And it's because I'll be volunteering recon. I need to get on the ball for my application for Fan Expo, which is like next month / 2 months from now. It's a convention in Dallas, Texas. So planning to do that, and I'm going to be paid for it. Whoa! Assuming I get my I-9 situated. I need to get my I-9 situated. I did everything except the I-9, and I've just been really unproductive and following up with my family relative that is checking the I-9 on my behalf. I'll probably check it after the stream. I don't plan to stream for too long. The main objectives of this stream is to finish up... Hey Zach, welcome to the stream. Get up to date with Action Taimanin, and then finish the quest I'm on in Genshin, and then that's literally it. Ooh. How you doing, Zach? How's your Tuesday? Getting ready. Also, thanks again for buying me fish sticks. Getting ready for this weekend. I'm on hard. I want to go to easy. Whoop! Look at that. Gas Punisher Awakens. You're doing well and no problem. Oh yeah, I'm glad to see you're doing well. Oh, there's going to be voice acting. The Taimanin who attacked UFS congressmen, including those who are pro-Nomad. Fuma, who had suspected it was a clone, went to the Chinese Union with a small team and visited a clone lab with the help of Su. And Su's former colleague, Lan Jiang, who was hired as a guard on the surface but actually a commander of the lab, suggested that the clone was probably made by UFS's Task Force G. Based on that lead, Fuma set off to investigate further. Oh my. Oh, you know, just hanging in there. I'm okay. Thanks for asking, though. Yeah. Club Persona, Tokyo Kingdom. Fuma, Sue, and their guard, Nagi, who was waiting at a reception room, greeted the masked Taimanin who arrived late. They waited for quite a long time, but considering it was because of the tension between Japan and UFS due to the recent attack, it was thankful that they could even meet. Of course, the purpose of this meeting was to gather more information on Task Force G, and of course, Fuma and the others being here is a secret. Oh. Hold the phone. Did I not let her finish? Neh. The hard neh at the end. Alright, cool. Anyway.
落ち着け、ナギ。マダム流の駆け引きってやつだ。
あなたほどの人ならば、あれの真相がただのタイマニンの暴走でないことくらいとっくに掴んでいるのだろう。
まあ、確かに俺は足元を見られても仕方ないかもしれない。だが、情報の不当な値の釣り上げには応じない。それだけは言っておく。
そんな怖い顔をしないでちょうだい。ちょっとした話のフックよ、今のは。
Breaking the ice, yeah, sure.
どうやら彼女たちの件ではなさそうね。
何？
こちらの話よ。
For the women. Bro, Fuma just wants to solve this and get this over with. He's already surrounded by enough women. The masked Taimanin fixed her posture to listen. Fuma explained the situation as far as he could disclose and asked for help.
なるほど。特務機関 G の情報ね。いいでしょう。後で心当たりを見繕って送信しておくわ。
Then the masked Taimanin nodded rather easily and stood up to leave.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
何？さっきも言ったけれど、私も忙しいのよ。
Fuma was confused. Startled by how the conversation went in a direction he did not expect, he looked at Sue. Sue was also stunned, but quickly got herself together and told him to carry on. At present, Taimanins were under much suspicion, so Fuma disclosed as little information as possible, thinking the masked Taimanin would ask for more. In other words, his strategy was to give more information as a way of proving their innocence. But at this rate, there's a possibility of them exchanging minimal information.
どうしてそこまで信用しているんだ？俺たちのことを。
Oretachi no koto. I was like, he said himself, and then he was like, I forgot to add the tachi in there. Orenotachi. He couldn't just reveal his plan, so he asked instead to try stick to the plan as much as possible.
さすがにその質問はお粗末ね。やれやれ、戦略指揮はともかく、政治や策謀はもう少しお勉強が必要みたい。
The masked Taimanin chuckled as if she heard a funny joke. Only then Fuma realized that she was acting from the very beginning. Fuma thought she said, "How bold of you to show up," because DSO was still suspicious of them. But even that was a trap hidden beneath another trap to confuse him. A fudge?
しかし、だとすれば DSO は本当は最初から俺たちに疑念
They got people, places, Fuma. That's how they figured out the truth. Fuma, this is a big world. Come on, man. You know what? I don't blame him. If you guys don't remember, Fuma Kotaro is a, like, high schooler. Dude, like, I have to give major props to Fuma, a high schooler in this high-tense situation. Literally, any other high schooler would just pee their pants and just be unaligned on the spot, but Fuma's like, he's trying. Oh, wow. That's actually praise right there.
それに、あなたの隊に協力して、当日も現場に居合わせたアスカ。あの子は一切あなたのことを疑っていなかったわ。
Dang, people vouching for Fuma, that's why they trust him.
私と違って、何の情報も持っていないうちからね。あの子の人を見る目は結構買っているのよ。
So the masked Taimanin highly values Asuka's judgment on people. Cool.
証拠もなく、そういう人だからで納得しちゃうのか。どうもこれは本当の理由がまだ裏
Bro, I feel, you know what? Just go along with it.
主様、少し強引な手段で真意を問いただしますか。
What the Nagi?
そんなことはしなくていい。 俺が未熟なだけだ。
Do you want me to body the masked Taimanin? I feel like the masked Taimanin would run circles around Unagi, not gonna lie.
それにこの人はそんな手段
Case in point, Fuma knew too. Fuma knew
あ
too.
らあら、ちょっとからかいが過ぎたかしら。疑心暗鬼にしたいわけじゃなかったんだけれど、どうせ後で
No, she wasn't done talking. Back up.
その時までにいろいろと考えて糧にしてちょっとからかいが過ぎたかしら。疑心暗鬼にしたいわけじゃなかったんだけれど、まあいいわ。
Oh, she said Ma'iwa. Oh my god.
どうせ後で全ては明かされるわ。その時までにいろいろと考えて糧にしてちょうだい。
Ah, just think it over. Okay. I wonder how the voice actors for this game are still here. Like, how they must be doing something to still be here, which is good because I like the voice actors. Fuma couldn't help but grunt since he was here to negotiate with the masked Taimanin, but turned out she played him all along. She fooled Sue as well, but she wasn't as frustrated as him because she didn't talk to the masked Taimanin directly. She just patted Fuma to comfort him.
さて、どうして忙しい私があなたの交渉のお勉強に付き合って
Whatever, masked Taimanin. I doubt you was busy. Hush you.
そもそも最初からお互いの利害が全く同じで交渉の必要なんてなかったのに。
Masked Taimanin, chill. Just throwing it out there. There are situations that make an exception.
そうだったのか。
でも最初から正直に打ち明けてもそれ自体が交渉と思われたら面倒だからまずは交渉でどうにかなるとは思わないようにしたというわけ。入っていらっしゃい。
As the masked Taimanin said to the door, two women came in.
やっほー。
One of them was a familiar face, Kokawa Asuka, the Steel Reaper who always comes when there's a cooperative mission between Taimanins and the DSO. And they've never met the other woman beside her.
結論から言うわね。本日付でこの二人を
Who's that chick?
あなたの部隊へとサポーター隊員として派遣するわ。
ところで彼女は
Is that chick? She has big hair.
彼女はカミーラ・ロ
Really? That's her introduction?
ハ
A
ッキング
humph?
メカが得意な工作員よ。
Camila Lopez?
情報や暗殺任務もこなすオールラウンダー。
Agent Eats.
少し四角四面なところもあるけれど、
I mean, other than the breasts.
まあうまく使ってあげて。
そうか。
Other than the breasts and the
よ
dumpy.
ろしく頼む。
Like, this is the first time I've seen Camila, I think.
命令だから随伴するだけだ。慣れ合いは不要。私が提供するのは完璧な任務遂行。
Dang, I will say that she is disproportionate. No offense, but I'm like, dang. Big hair, big breasts. As Fuma put out his hand, Camila turned her head away dismissively.
そうか。
Fuma's like, huh?
主様、この無礼な女を。
話がややこしくなるから少しおとなしくしていてくれ。
ごめんね。この人ちょっと極端なのよ。まあ実力さえ示せば話はできるから心配しなくてもそのうち慣れるわ。
相変わらず生意気なガキだ。
まあこんな風に良くも悪くも能力と結果が全てって感じ。でも気をつけてね。実力を示さない相手には。
What do you mean by horribly?
わかった。
Upon hearing Asuka's words, Fuma retracted his hand. Sue, who put out her hand to shake hands as the assistant captain, also retracted her
こ
hand.
の二人にはこの前から特務機関 G 絡みの調査をさせていてね。だけれど二人組では限度もあってどこかと組めないかと思っていたところなの。
なるほど。情報が欲しい俺たちと人手が欲しいそちらと確かに完全な利害一致だ。
こちらとしてはもう一人くらい回してほしいものだがな。例えばアイナだとかいう女がいなかったか。
Aina?
あら、あの子はただの傭兵よ。うちの所属じゃないから勝手に動かせないわ。
よく言うよ。あの手この手で実質専属
That's true. Mass Taimanin manipulated Aina. In the limited time events I've done that involved Aina.
要はこっちには明かせない要件で動かしてるってところか。
とにかくさっきも言ったようにうちも大忙しで人手不足なのよ。本当だったら G の件もアスカ一人でさせるつもりだったんだけど。
任務遂行の安定性を考えれば単独での出航はありえない。誤射勢力はあくまで協力関係、仲間ではないのだからな。
私のこと心配してくれたんだよね。
まさか誰が好き好んでわがまま娘のおもりなど。万が一の時に口を塞がれて被害と責任を一方的に背負わされては困るからだ。
理由はともかく任務には
So
忠実で
Camila likes Asuka.
優秀なのは
She's just like a really hardcore
電子関係
tsundere.
の会場やハッキング、機械設備への知識もかなりのものよ。
つまり技のカミーラ、力のおっと。
Fuma had to swallow his words upon noticing Asuka's glare.
あなたたちの関係に今さらとやかくは言わないけれど、揉め事は起こさないでちょうだいね。さて、今そちらに座標データを送ったわ。
確認した。ここは
東京キングダムに建てられた精肉工場になる予定だった建物よ。
Oh.
計画の頓挫に伴い持ち主が転々としていたんだけれど、どうやらここを特務機関 G が所有し研究所として使っているという情報が手に入ったってわけ。
よくそんな情報をつかめたな。
少し前にそこがセキュリティ問題を起こした騒動があって、その時にね。だからその分今はより厳重に対策を講じているかもしれないわ。
分かった。協力を感謝する。調査と指揮はこちらの主導で構わないな。
結構よ。ただしきな臭い噂を聞くわ。のんびりしない方がいいかもしれないわね。
もちろんすぐ他のメンバーも呼び寄せて出向く。アスカも合流地点座標を送っておくから準備でき次第出立してくれ。
ええ、オッケーよ。
Fuma thoroughly reviewed the data he got, made a backup of it just in case, wrapped things up, and stood up. As a whole, he couldn't shake off the feeling that he was played by the masked Taimanin, but now, Taimanins need all the information they can get, however small it may be. Fuma said to himself that he can be an errand boy for DSO for that. After Fuma's group left the room.
さてと、さっき言った通り二人には特務中隊の指揮に入ってもらうわ。だけれど一つだけ調査の合間にこなしてほしい任務があるの。これは内密でお願いね。特にアスカ。
分かっているわよ。
Asuka nodded at the masked Taimanin's words. Oh.
あったぞ。ここだ。
Somewhere in Tokyo Kingdom, Fuma found the building he was looking
一
for.
見するとただの古びた建物にしか見えんな。
そうですね。本当にここなんでしょうか。
Fuma gathered the task force members who were on standby in the vicinity. In addition to Sue and Nagi, who accompanied him to Club Persona, Tokiko, Sakia, and Sora were here.
何よ。マダムの情報を疑うっていうの？いえ、そういうわけではありませんが。
Asuka and Camila, who also joined them along the way, and Fuma. These 8 people were about to commence the investigation.
よし。それじゃあまずはトキコ。周辺の監視センサーとカメラに欺瞞工作を仕掛けて無力化してくれ。
わかりました。それでは忍法千里眼。
Tokiko activated her ninja art. Her clairvoyance not only expands her vision, but allows her to manipulate networks. But Tokiko trembled in hesitation, deactivated her ninja art, and looked at Fuma, confused.
どうした？何かトラブルか？
いえ、それが妙なんです。施設の少なくとも外周に設置されている全ての監視カメラとセンサーがすでに無力化されています。
なんだって？
やはり廃墟だったのでは？いいえ、この断線は物理的なもので、おそらくは数時間以内に行われたものです。
嫌な予感がするな。急いで中へ入ろう。念のためスーとナギは出入り口周辺に残り、退却時の安全確保を頼む。
了解。
The rest of the group moved from cover to cover and entered the building. I skipped over something, whatever.
なんだこの状況は。
Fuma was shocked to see the catastrophe inside. The inside, unlike what it seemed from outside, was lit brightly. It looked old, but it was surely not abandoned. Clearly, the worn-down look was just a disguise. However, everything here was destroyed. Debris everywhere.
まさか別の部隊や組織から襲撃を受けてる？
いや、おそらくはそうじゃないだろう。
少しは分かっているようだな。
Camila, shut up.
もしこれが襲撃なら、あちこちに怪我人や死体、そうでなくとも結婚など人同士が争った跡が残るはずだろう。しかし、これほどの瓦礫の中でそれらの痕跡は一切ない。
Wow, imagine yelling at her. Oh, I can. she would, like, her attitude, I'm like, unless I'm in a good mood, I don't think I would enjoy this interaction.
でもじゃあこの施設の中の警備員とかはどうしているの？
たった一つだけ筋の通る予測がある。だがそれが真実だったなら、今は説明している場合じゃない。急いで研究所のコア層まで突入する。
With that, Fuma changed the mission from a careful infiltration mission to a fast-paced entry operation. Fuma and the others kept marching further inside the building freely. The further they went in, the louder the sound of destruction became, which helped them move towards it. At last, they arrived at a large research wing and found cyborg soldiers and drones destroying everything.
なんだ貴様たちは。まさかタイマニンども。早すぎる。破壊を急げ。A から C 班は私に続け。
何なんですか、あの人たちは。私たちにも向かってきながら施設の破壊も続けています。
やはりそういうことか。あいつらは。
ああ、あれは米連でも最新鋭のまだ特殊作戦部隊などでしか使われていない装備やドローン、そしてアンドロイド技術だ。
つまり特務機関 G 所属の兵士たちの可能性が高いというわけね。
つまりどういうことですか？
戦いながら説明する。まずは向かってくる相手の迎撃を頼む。
Asuka and Camila seemed to have figured out something. Sora and Sake were still confused. But the enemies didn't wait for them, so the battle started. Okay, Sora and Sake are middle schoolers, just so you guys know. They're on high-quality missions right now, Jesus.
おそらくこの研究所の警備兵や警備ドローンなんだろう。普段はな。
じゃあ自分たちの施設を壊しているってことですか？
そうだ。じゃあ問題だ。普通なら守るべき研究資料を全て破壊し破棄するのはどういう時だ？
情報流出の恐れがあり、それを防ぐことが困難な場合ですか？情報そのものを消してしまえば奪われることはありませんから。ああ、そうか。じゃあこいつらが破壊しているのは守るためってことですね。でもそれにしてはあまりに乱暴じゃないですか。よほど切羽詰まってない限り。
確かに妙だ。元から予定していた撤退ならば破壊なんて手段を取らないだろう。そういえばトキコがセンサー類が破壊されたのは数時間以内だと言っていたな。俺が仮面のタイマニンから情報の提供を受けたのも数時間前だ。もしその時ちょうど俺たちの襲撃を知ったら。だがどうやって？まさか。いや、思い込みはするべきじゃない。それに今はそれどころじゃない。
Wow. They've been played.
そら、昨夜はサイボーグ兵の相手を。トキコとカミーラはドローンの対処を頼む。
私は
アスカには頼みたいことがある。
ガンレップ
Gangatsu. Stop the drones! These are bad drones! Huh? Oh shoot! The heck? That's a new enemy. It's just like an enemy that just rams you? What the fudge? Oh. Oh, I thought you were down. My bad. Oh, wow. Bam! Ah, shoot, come on. Oh, when they explode, they also hurt you? What? I don't know. Doink. Oh.
Camila, どうだ?
Camila.
とっくにア
I
ク
didn't
セ
say
ス
it like
解
that.
析中だ。私を誰だと思っている。完璧な任務遂行。それが私の信条だ。
Mufuma and the others took down the guards who got in their way and marched on in search of facilities that hadn't been destroyed. And last, after a few battles, they could find a room with a device to access information. By the time they eliminated all the soldiers who were destroying the room, Camila had gained access and was controlling the
さ
device.
すがだな。
人を褒める前に自身の行動が完璧かどうか顧みてはどうだ?
Wow, what a perfectionist. Fuma once again realized how she was entitled to show off. Camila casually reacted to the compliment and pointed things out. But she seems to think Fuma's ability to command has been great so far, which she initially thought he was incompetent according to Asuka.
よし、じゃあカミーラの作業が終わるまで、俺たちはここを死守する。
Said Fuma, focusing on the entrance and assigning people to protect Camila. Before the guards learned that Camila was controlling the device that hadn't been destroyed and swarm into the room, Fuma and others could take a break.
ナギたちはどうしましょう。合流させますか。
いや、先ほど状況を連絡して、密かに侵入し、常に俺たちの位置に対して最短距離の脱出ルートを構築するように指示してある。
なるほど。なら私たちはできる
Yes.
だけ派手に戦った方がいいですね。
Yes. I originally said to like everyone at the shop yesterday I wouldn't be showing up. But I will be showing up late because I have Holy Thursday Mass. Because it's Holy Week. I'm Catholic. It's Holy Week. It's the last week of Lent.
わかるでしょ。
Oh
私
yeah.
たちが陽動代わりにもなるから
I'll just come late. Probably I won't participate in the tourney. Unless like the owner is fine with me joining in super late. Which I've done before.
お二人のことはまだ知られてないからだね。
ああ、それともう一つ。
The task force members talk to each other along with exchanging information while keeping the information. With a loud noise, some people appear, destroying the wall of the entrance. They were not cyborg soldiers.
連絡を受けて駆けつけてみれば。なんだ貴様たちであるか。
Oh wow, Spinel and Lapis? Let's go.
お前はスピネル、それとラピスか。
覚えていただいて光栄ですわ。
Oh yeah, sure, I'd be totally down for that. It was the demon mercenaries led by Spinel who attacked the party hall during the ambush of a congressman some time ago. I do. I need to help set up the con. I need to help set up WeedCon. I got a shift from like 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, so Fuma's group prepared to fight upon the appearance of the unexpected powerful enemies. Emilia inadvertently stood up, also preparing to fight, but Fuma waved, signaling her to stop and proceed with securing data. Emilia was hesitant for a moment, but soon she resumed her work as if she would see how good the task force is.
あんたたちこんなところまで空を追ってきたの？
Yeah, it's just only like 12, it's like 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and that's it. And then the whole con is like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you know? Because Thursday's just set up. Sakia, who knows how persistent they are, shouted in shock, but Spinel shook her head, smiling.
そうだと言いたいところだが、今日のところは見逃してやる。
I like how she's looking
今は
up.
もう一つ大事な用があるのでな。その言い方、やはりあなた
やめろ、そら言うな。
あのクローンを作った組織とつながっていたのですね。
Oh, of course a middle schooler would lose her patience. Oh, you won't be there Sunday? Oh, so like last year? Fuma tried to shut her mouth, flustered, but it was too late. The reason Fuma tried to stop her was because it was the same as telling them that they came to a conclusion that the attackers of the clones, which Task Force G are involved in and are attacking this place.
おう、よくぞ調べたものだ。その通り。
But it's cool that you're going like Friday and Saturday. So yeah, I'll be going. It's funny because I don't have any shifts Sunday, but I'll be going Sunday just to see what else they have, you know?
スピネル、一
Lapis was like, bruh. Sora flubbed first. Spinel followed suit. Of course Spinel would do that. Lapis is like, Spinel, you idiot!
そして我々はそこのデータの流出を止めるようにと派遣されたのだ。なんだラピス、私の言葉を遮って。
Meanwhile, Lapis too tried to stop Spinel, but it was too late. Intuitive face plate Easer 4 whatever. It's a bot. I'm gonna hold on. It's on Twitch. Darn it, it's on Twitch. Possible ban evader? Monitoring, says Twitch? No way! Alright. Oh shoot. It's a long name. Cool, I did it, I banned it. Alright, cool. So 3 is too much and you want to play... Okay, Vanguard? Oh yeah! Alright, that makes sense. Mods, get them? Too bad my mod isn't available right now. I have 2 mods, none of them are available right now. It was almost acknowledging that this lab is involved in manufacturing clones that attack them, and the mercenaries were hired to protect it. No, it was exactly how it is. Uma and Lapis sighed at the same time, and they both looked up the sky, face-palming. And when they turned, they coincidentally looked at each other and felt a weird bond. But that feeling soon faded away by the killing intent Lapis dispersed.
まあいいでしょう。知られたならば、知ってしまったものをすべて消せばいいわけですからね。
Said Lapis, then she attacked Fuma and the others with her subordinates. Fuma tried to give an order, but stopped upon seeing that Lapis and her subordinates didn't move.
なるほど。やはり、あなたは他のタイマニンたちと違って、少しは頭が働くようですわね。ですが、今回は私たちも遠慮なく戦える。前回のようにはいきませんよ。
Said Lapis, smiling.
では、
But what if I face you with my Lapis?
さて狙うべきはと。お前たち、もう待機はいいぞ。あの端末をいじってる女を襲え。
やはりラピスは陽動だが二手に分かれれば
甘いですわよ。
そして私はせいや
なんて破壊力だ。
They're both demons.
まずい。あれじゃせっかく生きている端末につながっているコード類が。
さて、どうしますか？私たちの攻撃、あの女への襲撃、施設の破壊がさ。
Bro, this is when you just become Batman and just throw like paralysis gas everywhere.
果たして全て防ぐことができますか？
I'm Batman. Oh, I like how my Lapis also talks with the Lapis. That's funny. That's a nice feature. That Lapis is talking. My Lapis is saying the lines. That's cool. Can you destroy them all? No idea, girl, but I can try. Oh no! Doink. Her swimsuit is small? Good. Gotta shake what her mama gave her, you know? Also, I love Lapis. I think Lapis is like one of the most beautiful Taimanins in the game. Because I joined when Lapis was like the latest Taimanin. I was like, oh my gosh, she's hot. Hi. Oh, we got 2. Of course there's 2 bosses. Spinel and Lapis are always a boss. Yeah? Oh, am I... Oh! I took out Spinel and Lapis. Daria!
端末がシャットダウン。コピー中のデータも損壊。
While being outnumbered, Fuma's group managed to fight Lapis' soldiers and protect Camila under his command. However, the destruction of the facility by Spinel's rampage couldn't be stopped easily, resulting in them achieving their goal.
あらあら、残念でしたね。これであとはもうこの施設の警備兵たちがデータを破壊し終えるまであなたたちをここに釘付けにすればいいだけ。
やれやれ、風魔小太郎。どうやら完璧な式には程遠い実力のようだな。
Screw you, Camila.
あら辛辣。お仲間にもこう言われていますよ。
Camila, like, I really don't need that right now.
どうやらあなたも完璧には程遠いようだ。
なんですって？
She did a 360!
先ほどの言葉、2つの間違いがある。我々はただの協力関係、仲間ではない。そしてもう一つは、完璧には程遠いだけで、少なくとも9大点は拾えて
What do you mean, Camila?
落第ではない。
Oh my gosh!
あなたとは違ってな。
どういう意味かしら。
それはこういうことよ。
At that moment, a gust of wind, no, a shadow stormed in the room with a flying kick at Lapis.
フーマ、はいこれお目当てのデータよ。
It was Asuka who sneaked into the very inside of the room with her wind art and got the data in her hand. Yes, she was Fuma's ace card, a diversion which used even Camila as a bait.
お得意の二重三重の手はお前たちの1000倍特許じゃないってことさ。
Dang, Lapis isn't taking that taking that well. At Fuma's words, Lapis, who thought she completely saw through Fuma's plan, frowned in hatred.
珍しくしてやられたよラックス。
Spittle, why are you rubbing it into your second in command? What the fudge? However, somehow, Spittle laughed loudly as if she wasn't frustrated.
こうなってはここにいる意味もなくなったな。帰るとしよう。
Then she left the room with all her soldiers.
待ちなさい。ここで逃がすと思うの。
Sakia, chill. Like, listen, you guys gotta understand, these are mercenaries. They have their own set of rules. For that, Sakia stopped them to tie the knot, knowing that Spinel will attack them again if they let her go.
待て。さすがに今は多勢に無勢だ。あいつらのことは特務中隊でもいずれ。
Yeah, yeah. We'll deal with them. Did you guys check out that whenever you, like, recruit Spinel or Lapis in the character screen, there's a story on how they join the Taimanins of Gosha, and it's funny. Literally, Spinel's like, I just decided to do it. Lapis is like, I decided to do it too, because Spinel did it. But Sakia can't do anything alone if Fuma stops her. Perhaps that scene relieved Lapis. She turned around and majestically bowed before she left the room.
賢明な判断ですわ。そして、もし戦力が同等だったとしても、ここに残って戦っては、結局共倒れだったでしょうね。
どういうことだ。
もう少しで、この施設の主要な機器類はすべて破壊し尽くされるでしょう。
Lapis, like, do you have a thing for Fuma? Is that why you're, like, giving us this information for free?
先に内部で破壊活動を行っていたのは、爆破だけでは生き残る端末が出てこないとも限らないからというだけ。
なるほどな。
See,
だがなぜそれを俺たちに教え
Lapis is helping us?
俺たちがうっかりこの施設の捜査を続ければ一網打尽にできたっていうのに。
これは意地と教師の問題ですわ。
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot the lore. Sora accidentally killed the leader of Wild Fang, their mercenary group. That's right.
あなたはいずれ完全に私の策で叩きのめす。
Is that like a... Are you saying that Fuma's gonna, like, propose to you eventually? Because I'd be totally down with Fuma getting together with
お二人
Lapis.
とも安易な罠や事故で死なないように。それでは。
Then Lapis left the room for the real this time. Upon being pointed out by her, Fuma and Sora inadvertently looked at each other and could only smile bitterly at each other.
まただ。また私のことは眼中にもない。
Listen, you
すらしてないふりをして。
you shouldn't be frustrated, Sakyo, because to be fair, Sora's the one that took out their leader. You didn't, so of course they wouldn't really look at you. And for that, only Sakyo, whose presence was forgotten, clenched hard enough to bleed. Girl, like, you have too much pride. I would have been like, thank God they didn't notice me. Ooh. At that moment, the sound of an explosion and vibration came from inside the facility.
どうやらのんびりしている暇はなさそうだ。スーたちに連絡を取り、直ちに脱出する。トキコ、サポートを頼む。
ええ、了解。
Fuma and the others started escaping the collapsing facility.
意外に間一髪だったな。みんな無事か?
After escaping the facility, Fuma arrived at the safe point and looked around. Only smoke and flames were left where the research lab once was.
こっちも二人とも問題なし。
Fuma collapsed on the ground after hearing that everyone was safe. He finally could take a break and looked at the data Asuka gave him.
時間がなくて、とにかくデータを片っ端から移してきたから、全然まとまってないけど。
She scratched her cheek because she didn't think Fuma would check it on the spot.
いや、その方がありがたいよ。もちろん整理は後で5社に戻ってからするが、ざっとは目を通しておかないとな。しかし、見える範囲だけでもクローンのデータはないな。
何？空振りだったのか？
いや、そんなことはない。もしこれらのデータや、あるいはあそこにあったが消されたなり移送されたデータがそこまで価値のないものだったなら、あんな風に俺たちの侵入にまるで見計らったかのようなタイミングで大急ぎで破壊工作などしないはずだろう。つまり俺たちが追っている線自体は間違っていないという確証が得られたわけだ。そしてどうやら G とあの空を付け狙う傭兵団の間にも直接的な関係があったという事実も大きな成果だ。
それはつまりあのパーティー会場への襲撃自体も特務機関 G の差し金だったというわけですからね。
ああ、そうだ。よし、今日はここで解散としよう。俺たちは5社へ帰散しよう。それからアスカ、それにカミーラも協力感謝する。マダムにもそう伝えておいてくれ。あと次の協力作戦については後ほど連絡するってことも。
ええ、わかったわ。
ああ。
The facility infiltration mission ended with a minor achievement. Fuma wasn't easy, but he knew rushing things would make things worse and went back to Gosha to analyze the data. Asuka and Camila went back to the DSO too, to report the results of their mission. Hooray! Was that section 2 or was that section 3? I don't remember. Oh, well, okay, next section. Let's see what happens. Who's the Punisher? I saw, like, Goku's screenshot in my Discord server. There's a scene where, like, someone's fighting. A little back in the past. It was when the pro-nomad UFS congressman was attacked.
雪風、祈祷。
紫、祈祷、損傷、中程度。
Yukikaze Murasaki came back to a certain lab. They had just came back from attacking the shelter that was protecting the congressman. The fact was that this facility was not only the evidence of the attack, but the clone lab itself that made Taimanin clones. The two who came back were wounded all over, and their equipment and skin were dirty because they fought Sora, Sakia, and UFS agents. And the person who came out to greet them was...
損傷警備。
Whoa! The male scientist who had pushed them over with anger was Orca Evergreen. Normally the scientist would have been pushed back, but the clones didn't dare deny him. That's because he was the one who made these two clones. His strength was even weaker than a normal man, let alone a Taimanin, but they still fell over. Even that sight made Orca angrier. Wow, that's quite a male model right there.
素体への蹴りは非推奨です。
うるさい。お前がいなくなったところで代わりはつ。
Dang, Orca has like really bad people skills. Bro, even the Yukikaze clone was like, bro, could you not hit me? Orca was talking about the behavior of both clones when they attacked the congressman. The congressman had serious complaints about being near to death by the women.
敵の議員へは適当内閣で済ませるように言ったはずだろう。そこまで追い込めとは言っていない。
邪魔者は全て排除。
うるさい。口答えをするな。こんな茶番でうっかりスポンサーを殺してみろ。
Oh, so the UFS congressman is the person. Oh my gosh.
お前らが明日を生きるための調整費すら入ってこなくなるんだぞ。
謝罪します。
Oh my gosh. So the congressman
申し訳
planned this whole thing. The reason for their mistake was because of Orca's ambiguous order: make up a moderate threat, but he just took his anger out on the clones. When he was soon out of breath due to lack of exercise, he turned his back to leave, which was probably 2 seconds.
ドクター、損傷のチェックを。
カプセルへ戻ってろ。培養液をつけておけば治る。
He left the room, not looking back. Aw, I feel bad for the clones.
いいぞ殺せ。めちゃくちゃに破壊しろ。
Weren't you just, like, beating up your clones because you said don't kill the sponsor?
僕しかいない。
After a few days, Orca was killing people in the experimental room, pretending that this was a battle test, collecting data with demons from the demon realm, slaves, or humans the clones abducted. He was putting in various test subjects and enjoying the scene of them running away from the murderous clones, begging for their lives or trying to do something. Oh, so his character is that he's an actual horrible human being. Gotcha. It's someone who I can hate. Awesome. But most importantly, this Forsaken man didn't know that he was enjoying this massacre. He didn't know? And only thought of it as a necessary sacrifice for the research. Bro, man's a psychopath. He was so arrogant to twist his own sadistic mind and was truly believing himself to be a genius scientist that develops technology even by sacrificing all these people nobly. What's worse was that this man's clone technology was truly a genius.
さて、次のクローン隊団が、こいつの識別ナンバー。
The Yukikaze clone that ruined your
確か僕の
reputation,
顔に
sure.
泥を塗ったあの雪風型クローンだったか。後で廃棄に回しておくつもりだったが、ローテーションから外し忘れた。
Is Fuma gonna recruit the clones? Because that'd be so funny.
ならば、ついでにここで
Wait,
最後
what?
の人働きでもしてもらうとするか。
He used the control panel to let out heavily armed drones or cyborg experiment subjects rather than the poor, weak subjects until now. This was also logical in Orca's mind, but he just wanted to destroy her subconsciously because of the creepy feeling he had that day, and just decommissioning her wouldn't satisfy him.
どちらが先に潰れるかな。
Dude, so
面白い実験
he's thinking it's logical, but actually it's not. Oh, dude, this man is in denial times 10. Orca smiled menacingly and licked his lips.
聞こえるか。
聞こえます。
よし、いいか。
Oh, so the Yukikaze clone is the Punisher.
それまで実験は終わらない。お前がどうなろうか。いいね。
承知。今度こそ命令遂行します。
本当に理解してるのか。まあいい。実験開始だ。
Oh, this man is a horrible human being. And the worst part is that he doesn't think this is wrong. He thinks it's just part of an experiment. Man's twisted inside and out, bro. Twisted like a churro in pretzel form. Oh shoot, what happened? Hey, Rit, welcome to the stream. How you doing, girl? You're back to Isekai, what do you mean? Oh! That's a cyborg samurai? That's a new one. Oh, it sucks. She had shackles on her right leg. Oh, that's sad.
なんだ。予測の3分の1の速さで殲滅だと。
Orca's eyes bewildered at the sight in front of him.
まさかこの僕が自分自身の能力を見誤
Yeah, no, this is the latest chapter in the storyline, Rit. I finally have time to play it. The chapter's been out for like a month now, I believe. Also, by the way, Rit, this is a new antagonist, I think. He's really messed up in the head. You missed the exposition the narrator gave of this dude. He's messed up. Oh, spoilers? Oh, okay. Orca's attitude toward Clone Yukikaze melted like snow at the experiment results. Yeah, pretty much. Orca, what the fudge is wrong with you? Last time I checked, we're NPCs, not strong. Bro, Orca's an idiot. He's like, despite my experiment exceeding expectations, I will now decommission her. Orca muttered to himself and pulled out some data from his tablet. He recorded a new experiment plan on it. Feels bad for the clones. Bro, they're just clones. They were just literally made to do certain things. They are flesh robots, that's essentially what they are. No, actually, Rit, no. We have a chance against Orca. The narrator literally said that he's weaker than a normal human being. Bruh, Rit, we got him. We got him. 2v1, he's done. After the day clone Yukikaze showed her unbelievable skills, Orca personally adjusted her more. She had to go through that much hard adjustment or experiments and had to grow rapidly for it. But she was a clone, so she didn't disobey or question his orders. After days passed, she suddenly thought of her partner who was scolded the same after the attack on the congressman. She had just thought of her as somebody who had just gone on the mission together, and she didn't know why she remembered her now. Oh shoot! Clone Yukikaze looking strong. She had a glow up. By the time she came to her senses, she was already asking the question. And to her luck, Orca was excited that day because he met someone and answered the clone when normally he wouldn't. Clone Yukikaze is developing a consciousness. That's good. Oh, she's becoming more conscious. Being able to have independent thinking. So, are we gonna see, like, this clone Yukikaze just rise up and beat the living heck out of Orca Evergreen? Orca didn't answer clone Yukikaze's question at this time. Maybe he thought she was saying a rhetorical question, or maybe she had no reason to continue on with the conversation. Orca just kept silent and continued on with the adjustments. Kindly accepted. Oh no, I think there's going to be something related to her and the clone Murasaki, which we'll see soon, and clone Yukikaze didn't ask anything more. A few days passed. Clone Murasaki and clone Yukikaze reunited in an experiment chamber. Oh, that's clone Murasaki? When did she get those bionics? Bro, look at she has robot wings! Clone Yukikaze stood up straight and answered. On the other hand, clone Murasaki looked anxious. Though both are developing consciousness. She started a conversation, but clone Yukikaze couldn't understand what it meant, so she just tilted her head, answering her wasn't part of Orca's orders. She's conscious! She can think for herself! Although the speakers turned off, they might get punished for small talk. Clone Yukikaze tried to advise her to stay still, but a different answer came out of her mouth. Clone Murasaki's eyes widened at her words and nodded as if she had figured out something. Oh, they're capable of independent thought now. They have their own conscience. Whoa. Clone Murasaki stood up straight like Clone Yukikaze after saying that. Clone Yukikaze could still prioritize Doctor's orders and didn't ask more about what Murasaki meant.
準備はできているな。
Orca's voice suddenly reached out without even explaining about the delay. Clone Yukikaze nodded right away, while Clone Murasaki nodded a bit slowly.
今からお前たちにはあるミッションを。
Oh, dude, he's making them fight each other.
それは全ての殲滅。その区域に投入される全てを無力化せよ。お前たちのような知能でもできるくらいにシンプルだろう。
ドクター、無力化とは？
ああ、
無力化とはどういう状態でしょうか？
そんなこともわからない。やはり知性はいくら調整しても向上しなかったか。
Oh boy. If I can physically beat up this man, I feel like I'd enjoy it.
いえ、ただ以前の任務でその点に齟齬が。
無力化ってのはぶっ殺せってことだ。分かったな。
Bro shot his foot. Oh my gosh.
の皆様を待たせてるんだ。もたもたするな。
了解しました。
雪風、私も了解しました。
それじゃ始めろ。
The clones are gonna have a uprising.
天覧
Cyborg Samurais! Beat. You good? Good. Who else? Whoa! Boink. Whoa. All the way over there? Bro, that's not fair. Whoa! Nah, I think we both would be, like, at least for me, I'm pretty sure I'd be below Fuma's, like, you know, level.
雪風、なぜ？
The two clones eradicated the demon beast and drones in a flash. After that, when Clone Murasaki tried to appraise her partner, she was hit by Clone Yukikaze's attack and fighting her.
どうやら知性の面では雪風が
Yeah.
まだ増したったようだな。僕は区域内の全てを無力化せよと言ったはずだぞ。まだ目の前に動いている存在がいるじゃないか。
This was the method Orca thought of to decommission a clone that has good skills but has caused trouble. He would show them to fight to his customers or the UFS officials to give a good impression. And at the same time, he would compare their skills and take out the one that falls behind, killing two birds with one stone. Orca was proud of himself.
さあ、ついてこい。
Oh, wow. Clone Murasaki. Boink. M01A. That's her clone number? Jeez. She's cool, though. She's robotic Murasaki. And... whack.
この私が戦闘不能だ。
I wonder if she's gonna become a playable character. That'd be really cool.
雪風。
She kills him. She kills her! I knew it. Yeah, of course. I was like, she's gonna kill her. Clone Yukikaze stood back up and attacked Clone Murasaki, turning around and blew away her weapon with her arm. There was no use in moving faster than Yukikaze now. Clone Murasaki's fate had just been sealed, which meant death. However, Clone Murasaki smiled at that moment. It was as if the original Murasaki was smiling with satisfaction. Amidst the battle, Clone Murasaki found that her microphone was broken, so she left Clone Yukikaze her last words in a voice only she could hear.
いや、これでよかったんだ。私はもう知れた。
Aw, that sucks!
満足だ。
Bro, Clone Murasaki looks so cool though!
気持ちを。雪風、お前は私のようにはなるな。今でなくてもいい。
お前はお前自身になってくれ。
What are those wings for anyway? Clone Yukikaze, about to deliver the final blow, made an awkward sound, but
いいぞ、そのままとどめを刺せ、雪風型クローン。
after hearing Orca's order, she prioritized it and sliced Clone Murasaki's carotid artery. Clone Murasaki's body fell to the ground, spewing blood. However, her limbs still tried to move reactively. It was because of her incomplete ability of awakened immortal as a clone. It would be much painful for her than a swift death.
おい、まだ生きているぞ。さっさととどめを刺すんだ。
Clone Yukikaze felt something in her mind, but went on to kicking Clone Murasaki as she was told to. Dang, she spiked the mic. Did you hear that? She yelled. Clone Yukikaze was confused. Not only Clone Murasaki had given up the chance to kill her, but she was also smiling until the end. Yukikaze attacked Clone Murasaki again and again until she didn't move. Clone Yukikaze couldn't understand the meaning of the smile and was ordered to go back to her capsule. Dude, right, Zach? I feel so bad for Clone Murasaki. She was such a cool-looking character, and now she isn't playable anymore because Clone Yukikaze killed her. Gosh dang it. It's a cool-looking boss, too. Piece of freaking garbage. Screw you, Orca Evergreen. Now we don't have a Clone Murasaki that looks like a metal angel. It should have been happy for Orca because the showcase was successful, but he sighed deeply. The cause for it was because of Clone Yukikaze's decreased ability after the fight. Orca studied the reason for it every day. Actually, he didn't do such a thing. He was just thinking about how to get rid of Clone Yukikaze, who was useless again. Because the showcase went well, he couldn't just get rid of her since that would affect his lab funds. Right? Bro, that sucks. Orca really wanted Yukikaze to die. Oh my... he really wanted to off-clone Yukikaze. What the fudge? Orca finally realized that Clone Murasaki had the upper hand then, but her arm was blown away soon after. Although they were clones, they were still Taimanin, and that small opening made Orca finally realize. He also remembered how Clone Murasaki acted weirdly when he was specially adjusting her. It was the change he missed because he only cared about their skills and efficiency. Self-conscious, that's what it is. Of course, Orca knew that sometimes clones develop their original's conscience, or an independent one. However, Orca saw clones as tools for war or to sell, and he would have adjusted them properly to prevent such a thing. If there was a possible reason, maybe it was that day they attacked a congressman and something triggered it. And because he believed in himself and not caring what they do or talk, he couldn't notice it and let it grow. Slam! Orca struck the desk and let out his frustration, but at the same time held up his head as he realized something. Bro, the mumbling is so, like, soft I could barely hear it. Bro, Orca, like, he's building up great clones and he's killing them off because he doesn't like them. How dumb and psychotic can you be? His frustration was gone and he smiled slyly. Clone Yukikaze was in her capsule chamber, deep in her own thoughts. She knew her skills decreased since that day, and she was failing the doctor. If she doesn't recover herself soon, she will end up being decommissioned. But the more she thought about that, the more she couldn't suppress her instincts growing inside. Those instincts were her originals, Yukikaze's emotions and conscience that was being hidden from Orca. The last smile from Clone Murasaki had triggered it. Ironically, every time she tried to suppress those feelings, it became bigger and bigger. Her conscience as a clone and as Yukikaze, they were both herself. Clone Yukikaze was maintaining a perilous balance that not even Orca had noticed. The liquid in her capsule started draining. Was it a mission or an experiment? Clone Yukikaze wiped the liquid off her hair and vowed to show her true skills, putting aside her distractive thoughts. Hey, Goku, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm in section 5 of chapter 23. You came just in time.
目標排除
Wait, what? Is that like Clone Rin and Clone Murasaki? A different one. Clone? What?
殲滅ドクター
なんだ無駄話をするな
わかりました
Oh, he made more clones of Murasaki and Rin, and then the mother. What was the mother's name again? I forget what her name is. The water, the other Taimanin that's second to Misaki, as far as I understand. How's your Wednesday so far, Goku? Because I know you're in the future. You live in the future. Whoa, chill, girls, chill. There's more of Lapis to go around. Just relax. Clone Shiranui. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on, hold on. Woo! Buried. Oh, wait, did he say anything? Hold up, did he? I didn't hear him, what? Dude, he mumbled it, what the fudge? Orca let out a shocked voice at the scene in front of him. Clone Yukikaze, who was expected to show low performance, was showing an even better one than when she took out Clone Murasaki. The drones and demons beasts, and even Clone Rinko and the new Clone Murasaki, who were supposed to be on the next mission after Adjustment. She even fought Clone Shiranui equally, who was way over her specs. In fact, Clone Yukikaze was slowly winning the fight, and it could be seen for sure as time passed on. Just finished training Mirabelle. You only have one character left to recruit. Dude, I still have a couple left. I still need to get Anna Rose. Orca saw the data that was given to him, rather than what was happening in front of his eyes. Orca was suspecting Clone Yukikaze of growing her own conscience and had implemented a device that would calibrate her emotions just in case. Her emotions were slowly calming down after killing Clone Rinko and Clone Murasaki. I need to recruit Mirabelle. I want to get Mirabelle.
むしろこれは素体の関係性の強い者同士を戦わせることでより安定した性能の高いクローンを作り出せるということなのか
That was such a naive conclusion, and even for Orca, he would have thought that this would need more experiments. However, because of his ego trying to get out of this confused situation quickly, and his mind that doesn't want to let Yukikaze take control of the situation, above all, his arrogant personality that always makes him think that he's correct, had rushed to that conclusion. He didn't even care about the clones normally, so his muttering went out through the speaker, and he had forgotten about how Clone Yukikaze could hear his speaking. Dang, she's going in. Technically, I unlocked one event. And it's an event that I didn't do, because I did Su Jinglei's Day Off. I did that one. I'm excited for them to update the archive more if this game still continues. I'd love that. Dang, that was a kill. That was a kill stream. Meanwhile, Clone Yukikaze was delivering the final blow to Clone Shiranui, almost screaming.
達成次の指示を
After taking Clone Shiranui's pulse and standing up after confirming her death, Clone Yukikaze was speaking in a bland tone and facial expression like the time she went after the UFS congressman. Orca didn't think about what to do with her after the experiment, since this was where she should have died. His mind was already full of thoughts on how to prove his theory, so he didn't care about Clone Yukikaze anymore. He just said that and went back to his office, leaving the experiment chamber behind. After Clone Yukikaze confirmed that the measurement device and camera was turned off, She sat on the floor, vomiting liquid from the capsule.
いくらクローン体といっても
Oh,
リンコ先輩
she now feels bad killing those clones.
お母さんまで殺すなんてよく耐えられたものね。あいつを騙すために脳に自分から電気信号を送って
Wow.
動揺していないって自分ごと騙してなきゃすぐボロが出るところだったわ。
Clone Yukikaze wiped her mouth and left the experiment area. After reaching the capsule, she didn't go in, but instead used ninja arts to make it look like she went inside. A thorough investigation would expose her, but Clone Yukikaze knew Orca wouldn't have much interest in her based on his reactions back then. Then she infiltrated the research area within the lab.
それにしても大変な目にあったわ。囚われちゃっただけじゃなくて自分がクローンだと思い込まされるなんて。
Crawling through the vents, Yukikaze reminisced when she was made to think of herself as a clone, and headed to the database storage facility. Hold on. Okay, I was wondering if the mic was picking up the ceiling fan. I was like, wait, hold up, no. However, in contrast to her words of conscience, she was most certainly clone Yukikaze. She had formed herself into a clone that thinks she's the original, which happened now and then. The reason for it was Orca's violent and careless response to her self-conscience that had been growing. Her identity was in crisis because she was afraid that the doctor would decommission her due to harsh experiments. After fighting Clone Shiranui, his words reached her, and she broke her own identity because she was in so much agony. The original Yukikaze's personality, which was in a tight balance, emerged after the clone Yukikaze's identity was gone, and it had completely taken over her when she killed Clone Shiranui. Of course, inside Clone Yukikaze's mind, she thought of it as having recovered from a brainwash.
洗脳の影響かしら。
Oh, it's her body, it's her mind protecting her from the harsh reality of stuff. She's a clone, but she can't take it because of the treatment Orca gave her. Oh, this just got even more messed up. After infiltrating the database storage, Clone Yukikaze sat on a chair after making sure no one was here. She was here to recover her faint memories, which didn't add up well. Like she did in front of the capsule, she used ninja arts to hack into the system. She didn't know that this would lead her into hell. She would discover the truth. Oh no.
嘘よ。
After a dozen minutes, Clone Yukikaze was moaning. She's been exposed to the truth. She's a clone. There was no such information about capturing Taimanin Yukikaze and brainwashing her into a clone. It only proved that she was made here. This wasn't a clone lab in the first place, and was originally operating to develop an artificial body to replicate Taimanin abilities with science. However, the clones that were made during the process were unexpectedly useful, and it had changed into a clone lab since then.
なんでよ。だったらあの子に譲ったのに。消えてゆくあの子をただ洗脳の記憶と思って見過ごしたりしなかったのに。
Clone Yukikaze cried out. Her was the other conscience she fought over the body who grew up inside the clone, but she wasn't coming back.
どうすればいいのよ。今さら自分が。
Oh, I feel so bad for her. How she doesn't even have a support. She doesn't have anyone to talk to about this. How the heck is she going to recover from this? If someone in the lab finds out about this, especially Orca, she would be decommissioned. To prevent that, she has to keep on living as a clone, being controlled by the lab. She thought it should have been her who disappeared then, and she couldn't do anything but cry on the floor. She can escape. After that, the lab was scrapped because of Fuma's infiltration plans. Orca and the clone-related data were all deleted, and the necessary things were moved to a new lab. But how Clone Yukikaze felt when she was moved together, only she would know. Bro, is that it? Bro, that's it? They just leave us on a cliffhanger like that? I want to know what happens to Clone Yukikaze. I feel so bad for her. She deserves all the head pats, all the delicious food. She deserves like a loving, like love life. She deserves all the happiness in the world. But it seems like Clone Yukikaze is going to be a separate character altogether. And if she becomes playable, I'm just going to be like, we're going to recruit her, and we're going to treat her like a queen. Okay? I just want to put that out there. Alright, we did it. Hooray. But, oh, guys, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Guess who's available? Mirabelle! Oh, this is cool. Whoa, what? How did he...
本日から機関の指揮下に入る。よろしく頼む。
I'll be following your orders. Sorry. Oh my gosh. She's a protect machine. Oh my gosh. Mirabelle is hot. I love her. I love her. We have a new Taimanin, folks.
ごきげんよう。
Story pass?
お元
Oh,
気
I'll
そう
accept
で
it.
何よりですわ。
Mirabelle? Yes, Mirabelle. I should probably invest in her.
手駒は大いに越した
The reason why I'm not leveling up a lot of my Taimanins past level 30 because when you level them up, right, the game will be like, hey, you level them up to this. If you buy this, it'll make it easier to level up. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, I love her. She is so... But so... I remember your screenshot, Goku, and I will say, she got a dumpy. She really do got a dumpy. But like, gosh, when I first saw Mirabelle, I'm so happy she's a playable character. I love her. Oh wait, that's right.
あら、ごきげんよう。
Hold up. How do I do this?
何よりですわ。
There's a okay. I'm trying to remember. How do I set my Taimanins on this page? I've literally forgotten. Got 30 gems. Heck yeah. Oh fudge. Not private room. I know that for a fact. Oh yes. I like Francis. However, not her. Her. I like her. Ooh, look at that. I like that lineup. The jiggle physics is peak? Wait, how do I how do I practice with her? Yeah, how do you practice with her? How do you train with her? Wait, hold on. I forget how. Is it here? No, that's the presets. I literally forget. How do I? Man, I think I need to go to the store. Characters? View character. Oh no, it's not that. What? Oh, here. There it is. I'm just gonna train with her. It's funny because her bare butt is out. Oh, she's just a UFS gunman. Full Metal Jacket? Hey, that's an anime. Let's see. Spread shot? Oh, wait. Oh, close combat? Oh my gosh, she becomes like one of those people. What is it? Warhammer. Oh my gosh. Combat turret? Storm missile? Command assembly. Ah, shoot! Okay, Blitzkrieg? Wait, hold on. Do it again? Is it not gonna do it again? Oh, shoot. Hold up. Oh! Riot Tackle. Full. Oh, okay. What is her ult? Oh, wait. Oh, I can. Oh, that's it. I just get a bulked up form and I'm just. Oh. I got her for the plot then. I got her for the plot. Not gonna lie, the gameplay, I was like, oh. Oh. Listen, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is cool, but, oh. The gameplay did not live up to the hype, I thought. It is what is expected, but it didn't live up to the hype. I love it though, no, don't get me wrong. Just because it didn't live up to my standards of hype, she has 4 more skill within mecha mode? Oh, okay. It's just... I just got her because she looks hot. But she seems like a good character to play, like, honestly. I feel like she represents all of the NPCs with guns. Like, enemy NPCs with guns, and they're just basically like, shooting. I think she's great. I love her. I'm glad. I'm glad she's here. Okay, anyway. With that being said, guys, I'm not done yet. Yo, Rit. Oh, sorry. I literally saw your Discord message. What's going on? What do you mean, Gargura news? What do you mean, Gargura news? No. No way. Is she thinking of leaving? No way. No way. Hold up. No way, are you serious? I can't even find her YouTube channel. Where's her YouTube channel? Gargura YouTube. Oh, there it is. Oh. Check Insta. Latest. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's right. I'm done playing Action Time then. Thanks for watching.
少し